A roar shatters the silence, and a shadow passes over you. Watching the enormous beast fly into the distance, you remember tales of sacrifices, abducted children, and greed. But mostly, you thank your local deity that you came no closer to meeting a chromatic dragon. Hello, and welcome to Monster Talks, the show that delivers must-know info on classic creatures from Dungeons & Dragons. The 5 core types of evil chromatic dragon, red, blue, green, black, and white, were introduced in the original 1974 D&D box set and became mainstays through each successive edition, including the current 5th edition. Chromatic dragons are massive creatures. Right after birth, a wormling is the size of a human and a challenge rating of 2. It will continue to grow for the rest of its life, eventually reaching gargantuan size and challenge rating 20 to 24, should it be lucky enough to grow ancient. In comparison, your run-of-the-mill adult dragon merely classified as huge, with a challenge rating 13 to 17, while young dragons are considered large, with a challenge rating between 6 and 10. The chromatic dragons of D&D are cruelty and greed personified, although these traits take many forms among the different colors of dragons. The smallest and least intelligent of the chromatic dragons is the ice-dwelling and frost-breathing white dragon. As the most animalistic dragon, they are driven by hunger, greed, and jealousy. They will not tolerate rivals near their territory, killing without provocation and displaying the bodies of great enemies to gloat over and send a message to would-be intruders. Although they are less intelligent than other dragons, white dragons are undoubtedly the best hunters and have flawless memories, allowing them to remember not just every insult, but the location and story of every coin and piece of treasure in their hoard. The swamp-dwelling black dragon is the most evil-natured and cruel of the chromatic dragons, hating and fearing other dragons. They are always on the lookout for weaker dragons to kill and stronger dragons to avoid. Possessing a deep and wide sadistic streak, they love to watch their victims beg for mercy before dispatching them with acid breath. They also love to see kingdoms collapse and prefer to live in crumbling ruins found in their swamps. Other than the black scales, the most defining visual feature of a black dragon is the long and sharp horns, curving under and jutting forward on either side of its head. The next dragon on the power scale is the thoroughly evil and cunning green dragon. Although they will eat anything they see, their favorite meal is the tender flesh of an elf, killed by the dragon's poison breath. Green dragons delight in corrupting good-hearted souls who stumble into their forest territories, manipulating them into servitude with honeyed words. This is a striking contrast to their loud and crass manner with other dragons. In conflicts with other dragons, they will often pretend to back down, waiting until the time is perfect to strike, sometimes decades later. The second most powerful and intelligent chromatic dragon is the desert-dwelling blue dragon. These dragons are distinguished by large frilled ears, a single large horn, and lightning breath. Also, they're blue. Due to their exceptional vanity, blues love to lord their power over humanoids and underlings, and will not tolerate any slight to their dignity or reputation. In addition to treasure, Blue dragons also crave the servitude of valuable and talented creatures, which serves to bolster their self-importance and feeling of superiority. The largest, greediest, and most intelligent of the chromatic dragons is the Red Dragon. Living amongst mountain peaks, these dragons most closely fit the archetypal European dragon, especially with the iconic breath weapon of fire. Red dragons are arrogant and imperial, treating the other colors of dragons with disdain, based on their relative strength and intelligence. Red dragons consider every creature and the world itself as theirs to command. As the biggest and strongest of the chromatic dragons, red dragons consider themselves to be the chosen of Tiamat, the lawful evil, five-headed dragon goddess of greed and queen of the chromatic dragons. But you'll have to tune in to a later episode to learn more about her. That's all for this edition of Monster Talks. If you enjoyed our show, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you think we missed anything about chromatic dragons, pop into the comments and let us know. Join us next time to talk more about monsters.